It was night, an ordinary night in the world, but in a small, remote place in Ukraine, time stopped. The silence was shattered by a roar that tore the sky apart. An explosion not of war, but of something worse. An invisible, lethal human error that unleashed hell on Earth. Black smoke, fire, fear, and a cloud full of death rising slowly, inexorably. No one knew. No one could imagine. But from that moment on, the world would never be the same. This is the story of Chernobyl, a story of mistakes, heroism, and desperation. A story that still makes your bones tremble. And it all began on a silent night that would never truly end. Pripyat was a young city, born in 1970, rising from empty land like an artificial flower. It was built for the workers of the nuclear power plant. Straight streets, blue and white buildings, schools, parks, theaters, swimming pools. Children on bicycles, families walking, a ferris wheel waiting to turn. It was a city designed for the future, powered by the promise of clean, endless energy. The pride of the Soviet nuclear industry, the Chernobyl power plant. 4 operational reactors, 2 more under construction. A beating heart supplying electricity to homes, hospitals, and industries. But beneath its shining image, it hid a fatal weakness. The RBMK reactor had a dangerous flaw. At low power, it could become unstable. Its graphite core could amplify reactions instead of calming them. And worst of all, the plant lacked a true containment structure. The protective shell that should have trapped radiation in an emergency. Warnings had been raised before. Engineers had noticed strange behavior. But pride, haste, and political pressure buried the concerns until the night of April 26, 1986. At 1:23 a.m., during what should have been a routine safety test, confusion spread in the control room. Signals were ignored. Procedures were broken. The reactor entered a deadly spiral. Pressure surged. Power spiked. And then, a blinding flash. Reactor number 4 exploded. The roof was torn apart. A column of fire and radioactive debris shot into the sky. Graphite burned in open air. Invisible radiation poured into the atmosphere. A few kilometers away, the city of Pripyat slept. Firefighters were the first to arrive. They thought it was a normal industrial fire. They had no protective suits, no radiation detectors. They touched glowing graphite with bare hands. They stared at the strange purple light rising into the night. "Beautiful," one of them whispered. It was not beauty, it was death. By morning, radiation was spreading through the city. But no alarms sounded. No evacuation was ordered. Children went to school. Couples walked in the park. The Ferris wheel turned in the wind, waiting for a celebration that would never come. People felt headaches, nausea, a metallic taste in their mouths. They did not know they were being poisoned. Around the reactor, soldiers and technicians collapsed within minutes. Skin burned from the inside, eyes swelled shut. Many would not live to see another sunset. The Soviet authorities tried to hide the truth. The world, they said, was safe. But radiation does not respect borders. In Sweden, nuclear sensors suddenly went off. Something terrible had happened. Somewhere. The wind carried the cloud across Europe. In Pripyat, after nearly 36 hours, the order finally came. Evacuation. Only for 3 days, the voice announced. A lie. Buses filled the streets. Mothers clutched children. Pets were left behind. Food remained on tables. Toys lay on bedroom floors. In 3 hours, a city of 45,000 people vanished. They would never return. Then came the liquidators. Hundreds of thousands of men, soldiers, engineers, miners, sent to contain the catastrophe. Some climbed onto the reactor roof, shoveling radioactive debris by hand, allowed only seconds before being replaced. Every moment stole years from their lives. Helicopters dropped sand, clay, and lead into the burning core. One struck a cable and crashed, killing its crew instantly. Below the reactor, miners dug a tunnel to prevent a second explosion. The heat was so intense, they worked nearly naked. They knew the risk. They dug anyway. Above, a massive concrete sarcophagus was built to bury the reactor. Not to save it, but to seal it forever. Across Europe, fear spread. Milk was thrown away. Vegetables were destroyed. Children were kept indoors. But the greatest damage was silent. Radiation entered blood, bone, and DNA. Firefighters died in agony. Liquidators developed cancers. Children were born with deformities. Thyroid tumors became common. The numbers are still debated. Thousands, tens of thousands, perhaps more. But every number is a life. Today, Pripyat is a ghost city. The Ferris wheel rusts. Classrooms decay. Dolls stare from broken beds. Nature has reclaimed the streets. Wolves roam where children once played. Trees grow through apartments. Silence rules. Yet, something unexpected happened. Some people came back. Old men, old women, farmers who refused to abandon their land. They planted gardens. They drank from wells. They lived among radiation and memory. Many are still alive. Perhaps it is resilience. Perhaps love for home. Perhaps something science cannot measure. Chernobyl is not just a place. It is a scar in human history. A reminder of what happens when arrogance outruns wisdom. When technology advances faster than responsibility. When warnings are ignored. The fire is gone. The explosion is over. But the lesson remains. We are powerful, but we are not invincible. And even in the deepest contamination, life somehow still finds a way to breathe. Chernobyl is not finished. It is still whispering to us. Do subscribe for more videos like this.